Hello everyone, it's me, Coffee Stitcher. It's the next to last Sunday in September. And we're doing some new things-ish this week. Hopefully the lighting's okay and the sound's okay in here. I am filming in the bedroom, instead of my original spot. My mother-in-law is moving in with us, so that's gonna be her room. So I will start doing my weekly videos in here. Also, as you've probably noticed, I am significantly shorter haired than I was, and I'm clean shaven. I know, it's like, oh my god. But my hair is finally long enough that I could cut it to donate, so it'll be going in the mail tomorrow. And they cut it a little shorter than I wanted to, so I'm having some trouble with the styling currently. It's probably gonna have to grow out a little bit. And I was starting a new position at work that has a little bit more customer facing. Not, you know, I'm not right in front of them all the time, but there's going to be a lot more customer interaction. So it was time. So my hair has been cut. It will be donated shortly. And we'll go from there. Yeah. So how was everybody's week? Check out my awesome Ursula mug. A friend of mine found it at Hallmark and got it for me. On the back, it says, "Please, I can only do 8 things at a time." Look at the handle. It's like a tentacle. Love it. Okay. So, I feel a little bit like I did back when I first started making videos, because I always did it on a bed. Alright, so we've got some Q&A, we've got some whip updates, we've got 2 new starts, and we've got some haul. So, without further ado, we will jump right on in. Scroll up to this real quick. Okay. Alright, so Q&A. The first one comes from Liz Durbin, asking about my thoughts on the stolen ruby slippers being found after 13 years. I'm excited. I'm glad they've been found. I'm going to be very curious to find out what the full story was. But of course, I'm really happy they were found. Donna Jean, congrats on being caught up. 193 videos is no easy task. When I frog, her question was, when you frog, do you just pick out the stitches with the needle or do you use a thread ripper? I actually use a needle and scissors. If it's something where I'm not worried about, like it's DMC and I'm not worried about trying to save it, or there's a whole lot that has to be done, then I'll use scissors. But if it's hand-dyed thread, then I will do everything I can to pick it. Camping Stitcher, the green color conversion for Lady of the Flag, it's in the Facebook group for Lady of the Flag. It's not my color conversion. I actually don't remember whose exactly it is. But let me see if I can get... And it's one that's detailed enough that if I try to go over it here, it would be just too much. So, but she definitely has one. And there's actually a couple of them out there. So my recommendation actually would be to join the Lady of the Flag conversion, or Lady of the Flag group, and look at the different conversions, because there's some blue ones out there and a couple of others. And that sort of ties in a little to Sheila Norwood's question. Can I talk a little bit about what I mean by green conversion? That means the dress is being converted to a green dress, like the Statue of Liberty, instead of stitching her in the yellow gold dress. Generally, color conversions just get referred to, usually will refer to the dress on a Mirabilia or tail or what have you. So it's usually whatever color you're converting it to is what the conversion is called. Sometimes there's a little bit more in depth, but generally that's what it is. Mama Metzger, I don't actually know of a equivalent for my Disney Princess fabric. It's called Fairy Whispers from Die Stitch Love. I kick myself now because I cut up a piece for another project that I didn't end up enjoying. Kicking myself for that now. I believe Leslie at Under the Sea Fabric said Iris would be fairly close for her. I think Avalon would probably be fairly close from Under the Sea as well. You need something that's got some pinkish orange, some bluish purple, and that's kind of what you need. So it's kind of a mix of pink, orange, blue, and purple. All right, and I think that's it. So that's all for the Q&A. So there was no haul this week. I think I'm going to Stitch Niche on Friday. I'm taking a personal day. If my mother-in-law's here, then we may be going to IKEA instead. But if not, then I'll be going to Stitch Niche. So there will probably be a little haul to speak of this next video. So let's dive on in to the WIP updates. All right, so this week I worked on my stocking. So, and I finished the middle section. Nope, I put this needle minder on weird. What the hell? Plop. Okay, so worked on the stocking. So the middle section is now finished. There it is, yay! So now I just have the top and the bottom, so I'll do one part next month, one part after that. And then we will have a finished stocking. All right, so I worked on that. I worked on Paradise Lost. My goal was to finish the God Cloud outline and the giraffe. So the God Cloud outline is done and the giraffe is done. And look at that giraffe. Isn't he adorable? He's so cute. And then God Cloud. So, so there's where I'm at on that. So next month we'll start filling in the God Cloud and working on the other things in the pattern. Got the hiccups. All right, so because of the new job, I decided I was going to reward myself with a new start. So I started, and I'm going to have to wait until I print it out to keep working on it, because I think I'm going to want to be able to mark off the grass. But I started Black Cat Hollow by Barbara Anna Designs. This is the middle section. It is on Crystal Heritage from Picture This Plus. I think this is the 32 count. So I started that. I'm working in the middle section. I'm going to be changing, since it says Double Double Toil and Trouble, and since 1692 is the Salem Witch Trials, and that isn't the sort of thing you want to remember for Happy Witch items, I'm actually going to change the date to 1606, because that was the year they believe Macbeth was first performed in. And coincidentally, Macbeth is my favorite Shakespeare play. It's also his shortest. But that's another story for another time. And then I had a finish this week, so I rewarded myself as well. And I was also kind of feeling there was nothing I wanted to work on. The wheel wasn't giving me anything, so I decided I would do a new start. So I'm starting the Tammy series from Brooks Books. So I'm starting with Fall Tammy. I'm doing it on the polka dot brown fabric. So there's what I've got started. So, and I'm doing them all on one piece of fabric, but they'll all be framed individually. But, yeah. So, I'm liking it so far. I've got a cute piece of pumpkin pie and the start of her apron. And then my finish was Red's Treehouse from Ink Circles. So here it is all finished. The only changes I made, I didn't fill in the 2 windows here and here because I thought it looked better, like they looked more like windows that way. And then instead of rosewood, because it was not available at my LNS when I kitted this up, the light color is actually terracotta, which is very, very similar from what I could tell in the picture. So, there we go. It's all done. Cute little squirrel. So that's finished. I'm taking, for the start of the week, I'm taking Cheshire Moon to work so that I can do the frogging there. And then I actually think probably Black Cat Hollow will be, while I work on the grass, will be at work. But we'll see. We'll see. I haven't decided for sure yet. So, and I'm doing Black Cat Hollow all in Gentle Arts. I'm doing a Gentle Arts conversion on that one. So, versus the DMC. So, yeah. I guess that's kind of it for me this week. I'm going to go start some laundry. I hope everyone, bless you, I hope everyone has a really good week, and I will see you all next week.